students, welcome to our YouTube channel for bank, SSC, railways and insurance exams. Today's topic is Cloze Test. Okay? And before I continue with the topic, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams yet, please do subscribe for more videos with more interesting and informative information. Okay? And do press the bell icon so that you get all the notifications of the videos that are uploaded on a regular basis. Right? Now, let's look at the questions here. First of all, what is a Cloze Test? What is given here? You are given a passage with blanks. So, this is a combination of comprehension and fill in the blanks. Clear? And here, your comprehension or say your comprehending, analytical and vocabulary skills are tested in one go. And this helps you even in reading comprehension. So, let us start the discussion. Read the directions first as usual. In the given passage, there are blanks, each of which has been numbered. Against each, 5 words are suggested, one of which fits the blanks appropriately. Find the appropriate word in each case. So, let's read it and pick the right word that goes into the blank contextually appropriate. A study was conducted to dash the effect of various kinds of food on the mental and dash energy of human beings. Okay. So, this is about a study, right? This is about a study. Effect of various kinds of food. Alright. So, this is about a study. Keep that in mind. Okay. And this study is about what? Effect of various kinds of food. Remember that. On the mental and dash energy. Mental. Right. What do you get here? Physical automatically. Mental and physical energy of human beings. Different groups of people were given different kinds of food. And their mood and dash afterwards were watched. What were watched? Their mood and something. So, how is the food affecting the mood of the persons? It was found that people who took protein-rich food were dash active, alright, okay, positive word, active, afterwards, comparison. Whereas, people who took carbohydrates were, whereas is used to join one positive idea and one negative idea or comparison. Right. These were calm and sometimes even dash. So, what should be here? Positive word should be here. You understand? So, this paragraph is about how food affects, how the type of food or the kind of food affects the mood of the people. Right? Now, let's look at the blanks. We have got an idea. Let's see. A study was conducted to dash the effect of various kinds of food. To devise. Devise is what? Devise, one meaning is tool, the other meaning is plan. Right? Irrelevant here. No. Develop. You don't develop the effect. That's impossible. Develop is grow. Grow the effect is impossible. Determine. Determine is decide. No. Yes, that makes sense. To determine, to decide. Right? Determine is decide or confirm. Decide or confirm the effect of, right, the effect of various kinds of food. Detest is hate. Alright, it doesn't make sense. Hate, it doesn't make sense. Detain is hold back. Detain is hold back. He is detained, right, in the present class. Hold back or delay anything, which doesn't make sense. This is clear? So, determine is the appropriate word for the first blank, right? Now, let's look at the second blank. Okay. On the mental and dash energy, we have already decided it should be physical. Mental and physical it should be. Alright, where is physical? This is the answer. Direct answer. Physiological is related to the bodily parts or say related to the functions of the living organisms. It doesn't make sense. Intellectual is related to mind, right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't go with mental and intellectual. Not that. Both are same, mental and intellectual energy. You don't say intellectual energy, right? Capacity. Pictorial is related to pictures. Right? Say pictorial representation of something is pictures. Right? Inappropriate. Okay. Then psychological, mental itself is psychological. So that's a repetition or redundancy. So answer is physical. Simple and straight. So see the logic, look at the context and you have to check which word goes into the blank appropriately. Now let's look at the third blank. Right. Different groups of people were given different kinds of food and their mood and dash afterwards were watched. Mood and dash were watched. What goes with mood? Let us see. Etiquette. Etiquette is proper behavior in a particular place. Like you say, classroom etiquette, dining room etiquette, party etiquette. So, proper behavior in a particular place is inappropriate here. You are not talking about behavior. Proper behavior. Right, wrong. Practices. Right, practices, doings. Right, practice something, doings. Or say actions. Right, actions. Harmony, agreement. Harmony is agreement. So both are, if you take harmony, you have to take agreement. So that doesn't make sense. Do you understand? Alright. Behavior, yes. So, right, third blank. Mood and behavior. Do you understand? That makes sense. Mood and behavior afterwards were watched. Makes sense. Right. 1 second. Let me give you clarity. Right. Practice here is what? Do something regularly. Do something regularly. It's a regular actions. You understand? Alright. So that gives you better clarity. Done? Right. Now let's go to the next blank, fourth one. Alright. It was found that people who took protein rich food were dash active. Alright, positive word. So were quiet. Quiet is calm. You don't say calm active or silently active. It doesn't make sense. Quiet active? Yes, that makes sense. Quiet is to some extent. They were to some extent active. Alright, makes sense. Then, wholly active, right? Right. What do you say? Were completely active. Wholly is completely. They were completely active. Afterwards, right? You don't say partially active, completely active. It doesn't make sense here. Right. Utterly, same. Wholly and utterly are one and the same. Utterly is completely. So, both are wrong. Quietly is silently. Quietly, silently. Right. Inappropriate. So, answer is quite active is correct here. Right. Quite active afterwards. Whereas people, so whereas is the clue. So, this is opposite to that. Whereas people who took carbohydrates were calm and sometimes, calm is the clue here, positive. Ready? Whereas people who took carbohydrates were calm and sometimes even dash. So, something related to calm should be here. What's the word? Right. That is the next blank. Alright. Let's see. They were calm. They were quite active afterwards, whereas people who took carbohydrates were calm and sometimes even, right, let's look at it. Sleepy, yes. Right, they were calm and sometimes even, what's the next level? They are sleepy. They are not only calm but also sleepy. Goes. Right, secure is safe. It doesn't make sense. Agree? Impossible is not possible. Unrealistic is not real. Idealistic is noble. Alright, full of ideals. Noble, exemplary. It doesn't make sense. So, is this clear? Right. Now, let's look at the next one. Second example. Are you ready? It was 1958. Okay, you should comprehend whatever you are reading, remember. It was 1958. I was 18 and was dashed as a nurse in Eastern Australia. Alright, so she was working as a nurse. I was looking forward to having 5 days off from duty. Right, she wanted to take a leave. Unfortunately, I found myself dashed as there was only one train a day back to my hometown when she wanted to go to her hometown. Right, unfortunately, there was only one train, okay, a day, fine, over 270 kilometers away. So, her hometown is 270 kilometers away and it had already left. The train had already left. So, she missed the train. Still in my uniform, in her nurse's uniform, nurse dress, I thought I would better hitch a ride. Hitch a ride? Get a ride from somebody. Get a ride in someone's vehicle. I waited by the dash of the highway for 3 hours, but no one stopped for me. Right. So, she was standing there. She had been standing there for 3 hours. Finally, a man walked over and dashed himself as Gordon. Finally, a man came to her. He said that although he couldn't give me a lift, I should come back to his house, which was across the road, for lunch. So, this man Gordon invited her to his home for lunch. Right. He said he could not give lift. He had been watching me and thought, I must be hungry after standing for hours in the heat. So, since he is staying across the road, he was observing her for some time and so he invited her for lunch. I was very dashed, but he assured me I would be safe. Yeah, obviously, we don't go with the strangers. So, she was something. And he also offered to help me find a lift home afterwards. So, he assured that she would be safe and he would also help her to get a lift. So, this is the story. This is more like a story only, easy. So, try to fill the blanks, picking the word, choosing the word from the options. Are you ready? Right, let's see. It was 1958, I was 18 and was dashed as a nurse in Eastern Australia. One quick look, working, straight away. All the others are very simple words. You know that. Agree? Now, let's go to the second blank. Ready? 7th one. Okay. I was looking forward to having 5 days off from duty. Unfortunately, I found myself dashed as there was only one train a day back to my hometown. Alright, one train a day back to my hometown over 270 kilometers away and it had already left. So, the train had already left. So, there is nobody in the railway station. So, what was she there? I found myself what? Rejected. Who is rejecting her? Refused. No. Thrown. Nobody threw her. Shaken. No. Stranded. Stranded is what? Alone. Alright. I found myself alone. Alright. Do you understand? Stranded is separated from the group. So, she was all alone as the train had already left. Clear? Right. Next, 8th blank. Still in my uniform, I thought I would better hitch a ride. Okay, ask for a ride. I waited by the dash of the highway for 3 hours. Dash of the highway. Where? Side of the highway. Yes, that's a correct answer. not signal of the highway or sign of the highway or stand or society, they don't make sense at all. So, side is the answer. Next one, ninth blank. Finally, a man walked over and dashed himself as Gordon. You say that. Dash himself, introduced himself as Gordon. You get it in the flow. While reading itself, you get the word. Alright, where is that word introduced to? That's the answer. You don't say inspired himself, convinced himself, right? He is not doing anything to himself. Wished, continued, all those are inappropriate. You get the point? Right. Next, 10th blank. He said that although he couldn't give me a lift, I should come back to his house, which was across the road, for lunch. He had been watching me and thought I must be hungry after standing for hours in the heat. I was very dash. We don't know what. It can be positive or negative. But what is the clue here? But is the clue, remember. Don't miss the conjunctions. So, but is used to join one positive and one negative idea. So, what is after but? Assured. Assured is positive. He assured me I would be safe. Right? Okay. So, what should it be? Negative word. So, this should be a negative word. Now, let's see. I was very doubtful, maybe. Suspicious, maybe. Serious, right? Angry, annoyed. All are negative words. But what suits the context? Slowly. Let's do the elimination first. All right. I was very serious, but he assured me. Assured me. Right. Opposite to that should be here. So, serious, no. Angry, no. Annoyed is irritated, no. Right. I'm irritated, but he assured me. No, no. Right. It doesn't make sense. Irritated is wrong. It doesn't make sense here. It doesn't fit the blank, fit the context. All right. So, doubtful or suspicious. Doubtful is you are doubtful about, choosing this or that. Suspicious is what? Doubting the goodness of the other person. You understand? I was very suspicious. I don't know whether he is a good man or not. You understand? So, doubtful is related to taking an action. Right? She is not doing anything. She is talking about her mindset. Do you understand? So, I was suspicious. I was very suspicious. All right. I was very careful and doubtful. But he assured me I would be safe, and he also offered to help me find a lift home afterwards. Is this clear? So, if you comprehend the passage clearly, it's easy for you to pick the right word from the choices. Is that clear? Right. That's all for today. Right. That's all for today. And now, apart from our YouTube channel, right, we also have other channels like Instagram, Facebook and Telegram. Do subscribe to these channels, and the links to these are given in the description box. And for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center, and for online courses, you can enroll at this URL. Thank you very much. Keep watching for more interesting videos. Thank you.